following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Logain was.
What time is it?
What time is it? It will be approximately very similar to the time now. It would be the equivalent of like 1800.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fairly well into the Sunday, I believe.
Good. Well, Sergeant, it's unlike you to find time for fun.
It's research.
Is it now?
These films have been most informative.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, the others are working on your little exercise. And they need me out of the room for a while so that they can build it. We might be ready fairly soon after your this movie, if you are ready then.
I'll be sure to let Tiala know.
Were there any parameters you wanted us to instill into the scenario?
I don't really know what's going on. This is more Tiala's little thing.
Well, so far the concept is we're going to wake him up and he's going to be led to believe things to actors and holographic projections, thanks to your friends at the Turian military, that, as unlikely as it is, the Void Wraith jumped you guys from behind shortly after the attack on his medical facility in the underwater.
Well, that could easily have happened. We had Zardos watching our rear.
I see. Anyway, I do not know if you wish to participate as captains, otherwise we can just have holographic corpses.
Yeah, corpses is good. We really need to find out where this base of theirs is. Also, all the things they're up to and why. It's not real likely, but... So I'm sure Tiala knows what she's doing. Anyway, we're talking about work and we should be talking about fun. This
Yes.
must count towards my 15 minutes I get off a day.
But the movie goes for more than 15 minutes.
I'll just take it out of the next bunch of days.
I see. Prudent.
I see you're dressed for fun.
She looks down at her seasick uniform. This is what I wear most of the time. Unless I am going to the gym or in bed.
I'll add it to the list.
You'll add what to the list?
Your wardrobe. I
What's
have
wrong
ideas.
with my wardrobe?
It's boring.
It is a uniform. Uniforms do not get altered. No, they simply are. That is what makes them uniform. You change them, they are no longer uniform and therefore no longer a uniform.
That is because you don't understand.
Understand what?
You will see.
I'm not giving you my uniform to adjust.
You don't have to.
You don't even know my measurements.
Challenge.
Yes, I do.
That is an invasion of privacy.
Nope, you're walking in public. This is for your benefit.
Also, you thought you just
I've seen what you've done to Tiala's clothing.
Oh, it's.
will
I'm
have
not
none of
thinking
that.
anything like that. That's gauche. I will be renovating that at some point. It's on the list.
You seem to have quite the list.
Yeah, it goes on and on and on. But that's okay.
Are you sure? You seem stressed.
A little bit.
I mean, I relieve stress with more work. It de-stressifies me.
Nope. Knocks you up into this little ice ball.
No, I enjoy work. I enjoy my job and I enjoy seeing justice dispensed.
The apotheosis is running deep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You will,
Well, I know.
when we're done.
When
Were we walking all the way to Zakara Ward?
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, you probably would have taken a rapid transit and be walking the rest of the way.
There we go!
Or you'd be saying this in the rapid transit. So what do you know about this John Wick?
I understand he was a 17th century saint who kicked all the ass.
I do enjoy ass kicking. Well, the euphemism, not the literal sense.
Oh, I was going to introduce you to Jim.
I know Jim, if you mean the human CSEC operative from Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yes, I teach one of his classes.
His ass looks extremely fun to kick. I haven't tried it myself, but
I do not know how to process that.
Raymond is a combat instructor. That's what he's asking.
how are those humans doing?
Extremely well. They should be graduating in just over a month.
So soon?
Yes.
What, even Jim?
Yes.
Jim's doing well in class.
He has some help from Daniel. I assume you know Daniel.
Yes, I'm trying to set him up with my sister.
There we go.
Why did I take a drink at that moment?
I don't even know where you got a drink from.
Vendor.
Where there
trying
was
to
parched throats, the enkindlers, but buy my juice.
You're trying to set your Turian sister up with a human male.
Uh-huh. I think he has a lot of elements that she needs, and I think she has a lot of elements he needs. Like overwhelming coolness. Say what you like about Hecka. She's got that.
She is always very upbeat. Not that I deal with her a lot, but
Oh,
I see
right,
her
she
now
is
and
in
then.
CSEC, right.
I do see her now and then, but she is not in my direct influence. But yes, Daniel has been helping Jim with his, what he lacks in, how shall I put this,
Raymond's.
academic.
Daniel must be
Pursuits.
incredibly busy.
Well, he doesn't seem to have, from what I can tell, much in the way of hobbies outside of hanging around with...
Ah, he's gonna turn into
His-
you, Hecka, help him.
What is wrong with turning into me?
It's not in his nature.
People can learn.
Yes, you can.
People who need to improve themselves can learn.
Yes, you can.
Well, we all need to improve ourselves, but one does not necessarily need to change one's entire philosophy and how they approach things. But it is correct.
The eunuch should not take pride in his chastity. We're here.
Yes. Good, because I did not want to respond to that.
Walking. Bing!
Ah, hello. We have got the movie for you, yes?
Apparently so.
You're familiar with John Wick?
16th century saint, 17th century saint, somewhere around there.
No. 21st century badass.
I knew you wouldn't bring me to see an ecclesiastical piece.
He kick all of the ass.
Two, please.
Except when cars involved.
Well,
Indian
Cars
mob.
was the strongest of the Pillar Men.
I am surprised Torian know that.
So am I.
But you're on natural 20, so I can't argue.
You fucking doubt!
Yeah. Right, what's this going to cost me?
Are you paying for the surge as well?
Yes, if I can.
Let's see, what are the average movie prices? No, because I've got to base.
So I'll just delete my 135 credits right now, shall I?
I'm basing it on before frickin' certain politicians ruined the world's economy.
$5 then?
Only
It probably would be about 5 credits each, so probably
Okay.
10 between you. Cause
Okay, and then I'll add in some popcorn, so that's going to take it to 50.
Yes, popcorn at the theatre is amazingly expensive. Especially the Dextra stuff.
Fuck it. Here we go. None of you ain't better need anything that needs money.
Don't mean to be pushy, but you offer to look at my security.
Well, if we have time while the things are running, I'll have a look at that. Sarge, you can take these. And I'll put the little fun hat on her head and just push her off into the...
Narrows her eyes. I will go watch the
trailer.
Chicks Omni told 40 minutes of trailers.
I should have plenty of time to look at this. Okay,
Yeah, that's kind of
let's look over the security. I knew there was something that wasn't on my list. This is your
Well,
fault.
actually, well, I mean,
You haven't gone
I
back and
found
looked far enough.
I found an email like way back when I was prepping for this season where you offered to. up the security.
Right. Oh, let's have a look over it.
You want to check his security? Pretty basic. I assumed you rolled decently. Well, I mean, I'm assuming you didn't just roll
It's
a
pretty
one
impossible for me to roll shit.
Then. Yeah, that's why I was just like, you didn't roll a 1 then, so yeah. Like most low-level thieves probably wouldn't get in, but anybody who knows what they're doing is going to get in there fairly easily.
Alright, let's put a second layer on that then.
Yeah.
Roll away.
This is where the twos come. First comes the twos, then comes the wailing.
I will note you are fairly late in the day, so I don't know if...
military grade encryption.
So 37.
Damn, that's close to military grade.
There, so when they go through the first layer, they'll be like, aha, there we're fine, and then they'll just run into this wall.
What the fuck? Who is this guy?
This has the advantage of not looking like it's got mega security at the front end, so they go, oh, there's got to be protecting something like rocket launchers, or as it turns out, 2 sets of floaties and a med gel.
And if they get through this, it'll read their identity off their YouTube and update their Facebook profile to say, "Oh, I'm a big thief."
All of this is not true.
I love it.
Make a note of this. Ping's security is 37.
For the future Ping's security mission.
Yeah.
The best part about this place is none of my crew know where it is or that it exists.
Yes, he's dead now. Since he was following you around.
Note to self, don't follow Logade around.
Smart move.
The square root of 1369.
Yep.
69.
And now I have to change my PIN number. Thanks.
Yeah. You sorted out.
There you go, Bing.
Oh, thank you very much. You are a most honourable friend.
That's the least I can do.
Oh, please enjoy movie.
Thank you, Bing.
Oh, I'm sorry I already charged you for...
Don't worry about it.
Next time free.
Sweet. Star Wars marathon for the sergeant.
Bring all your friends and family in.
600 popcorns, Pig!
I'll find my seat because I'll know who she is because the fun hat will tell me.
Yes, she's still got the fun hat on. Mostly probably because she's still got armfuls of stuff, so it's really hard for her to reach up and take that off.
Satisfying.
Here is your food.
Oh, thank you. Food. So you do have a sense of humor.
Is it not consumables?
I mean, it is, but I wouldn't try and live on it if I were you.
Ah, I see you were mocking its nature and the health value.
Pins.
Oh, out the-
Why don't our mouths have sides?
I have wondered that too. Surely you can eat, though. You were just making fun, yes?
Yeah. It's soup that gives me fits. Yeah, definitely a meal designed for the cheek-bearing races.
I'm just picturing Turian soup spoon being a mouth guard.
We have to, when we're really young, we have to learn how to hold these things in at the side so they form a little gutter.
I can see their spoons being, you know, those tea straining things that have got the spoon that clamps onto that. Yeah, I can see them being there. Put the food and unclamp, swallow, bring it out.
Still, at least we're not Quarians.
Well, we do know that they can also drink from bottles because of the drunk Turians from
What is wrong with Quarians?
One little zip, rip. Disease town.
Oh, yes.
All their food has to be purified, and that takes some of the flavor out, or a lot of the flavor out.
Well, they shouldn't have created AIs.
I think they were like this before that.
No, when they had a fine immune system when they were on Rannoch. It wasn't
Really?
until they were driven off. and forced
Really?
to live in their own ships that they developed a poor immune system.
Needs to learn about the AI.
I was very young when it happened, but
Oh, you know that independent group of Quarian pirates that hit that Volus colony? Their excuse was the council kicked us out. AIs. And while I can sympathize with children being punished for the acts of their ancestors being vaguely immoral, they clearly have learned nothing.
that is a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Because I do feel that, yes, it is not fair to punish the generations that followed for the acts of their predecessors. None of the people who did those acts are alive today,
Indeed.
and yet their people are still being punished for it.
Was it Paul that said the sin carries for 7 generations?
Paul sounds like a Voldus name.
Yeah, it could have been.
I do not know. I do not know much about Voldus history.
Who does?
The Volds. And several of very old Asari, I would imagine. There could be some old Krogans that do, but they probably don't give a shit.
It's working. It's working.
What is working?
No, I'm just going to keep doing it. This is my revenge.
You mean the projector? Because it has been working since before I got here. There are still previews, and they are not entertaining. I do not need to be told to go to the lobby 5 times either. I have been there once. I already have my food. Leave me alone! What? It is wasting my time that I could be spent with paperwork.
Then it's doing the Lord's work.
In fact, I brought some with me just to...
No!
Give me that back.
Nonsense.
That is private police information.
You can have it back at the end of the movie.
You're
if you're
not
good.
my parent.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it.
You're acting like it. Give it back.
Wait a minute. If I was going to act like your parent, wouldn't I have bioengineered several perfect Asaris by now?
Oh.
Scan notepad.
I did mean my step-parents, but
Tell me about them.
they disagreed with my decision to go to CSEC. Turns out that is ironic because it protected me.
Well, just because they're parents doesn't mean they're always right.
Most of the time they are not.
They must have raised you with a sense of work and duty ethic.
No, they didn't raise me that much at all. I raised myself mostly. They were busy.
This explains a lot, including your artistic attention to detail.
Who was a tutor as well, remember? Tutor. Who was her dad? Her mum, sorry.
No influence on your life, then.
Well, they made me have to fend for myself, if that's what you mean. It's not that they literally weren't there, they were just too busy.
You do realize you're just like them.
No, but I do not have a responsibility
And the
to it
cat's
also.
in the cradle. You're no son of mine.
I am not a son of anybody. I am a daughter.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking? I do not have responsibility to a younger.
Which explains
Creation
why
of
you
my
try
own.
to be a parent figure to Tess. You largely
Tess.
leave her alone, just as
Tess,
we've done with you.
Tess needs a parent figure.
Boy, does she. Boy, does she ever. She's entering the rebellious teens, you know. That's going to be hard on you.
She has not been a teenager for over 70 years.
It's a euphemism.
No.
I don't know what the Asari would call that equivalent.
Oh, adolescence or.
She's entering the rebellious teens.
I do hope that she does not start throwing herself at exotic dance bars.
I think she might want to be a commando. Or at least do the training.
That would be good for her.
Or mainly she'd leave. How would you feel about that?
I would lose a valuable asset on the docks. But she must do what is best for her. She has been spending time with your Quarian friend Zarlo.
Oh, I know.
What does that mean?
It
Does he
means
have
that
intentions
coming.
towards her?
he thinks
Bye,
he doesn't.
Solo.
He thinks he doesn't because he's damaged. But she's quite taken with him.
Well, as long as he doesn't hurt her. I mean, intentionally. I mean, everybody hurts everyone, no matter how much they care for them, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's deeper than it initially sounds.
Don't look at me, I'm as shallow as a bathtub.
I do not think so.
Yeah, I am.
You put up a facade, Logain Centurion.
Nonsense, I'm exactly as stupid as I look. This is where you say, I agree on that part.
No, I do not.
Well, what do you know? You're never around.
Somebody who was stupid would not have as much success as you.
Gasalis.
What's this Asari equivalent of touche? Just have her say that.
Yes?
Yeah, he's in the front row.
Okay, put it this way. I would not have chosen somebody so stupid to assist us.
I don't think I'm as clever as you're intimating.
Yes, but you're not as stupid as you're intimating.
Yeah, I am.
Rolls her eyes. Come on, how many of these... Okay, give me back the paperwork. How about this? Give it back and I will start doing it, but as soon as the movie actually starts, I will give it to you.
You're going to miss out on the exciting trailer for Hip, Kirk, and Slopgibble. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. It's too dark in here. Oh, thank you.
No problem.
The quarry in the other row over. Ah!
Also, I should remove this. It could disturb the people sitting behind us.
There are no people here.
Yet.
Well, you don't like the fun hat?
It serves no purpose.
It is impossible to have fun while remaining dignified. Clown nose? Right, we don't have noses either.
Well, yes, you do, but they're not as pointy as ours or humans.
You know, Asari have all the fun. There's no disadvantage to being an Asari. I no longer want it.
You pick it up and it's got twice as much on it that the nose consists of itself.
I no longer want it. There's no
Well, there are-
disadvantage to Asari. It's all just uphill.
Well, there are some disadvantages.
Name one.
You often leave behind the ones you love because they die, if they're not Asari. Or Krogan.
Okay. Name another one. Yeah, see?
We are not as physically tough as you or Krogan.
A stiff breeze could blow me away.
Nonsense.
Oh. Because I'm a descendant from an avian species, my bones are hollow. I'm very light.
Yeah, but you Turians possess a tough carapace.
It's alright, I guess. It's only really good against radiation. Prick me, do I not bleed?
Probably. I'm not going to, though.
See what I have to live with, guys?
Perfect for each other.
You know what's weird? There hasn't been a single trailer for a human movie in this human establishment.
Because he has somehow mixed movies that are coming out soon with this old movie from...
Gonna be honest,
Got over 100
the old
years ago.
movies is why I came here. No other species does action movies like humans did.
They don't do them good anymore.
No, it's all woke now. Don't say that. No, it's not as good.
So we're probably going back around and get... Yeah, you're probably right.
Depends if it does that thing where things cycle, because you'd be in the 60s now. So everything is sex and
That
drugs.
theory's...
Here you go, Sal. Your pickles are thematic for the year.
That theory that every decade looks like every decade. So in the 20s, like, fedoras are everywhere, and, like, fancy suits and swing, like, styles, and the Art Deco's cover. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the 60s, it's all, like, hippy-dippy shit, and in the 80s, it's retro wave, and...
Yeah, then you get to like the mid 2500s, and it's like the classical Schwarzeneggerian actors and the
Classical Schwarzenegger.
I mean, I do have to say, so far, I am finding the 20s pretty mid.
They're not like the 1920s. It's not like we're in, you know...
A horrible depression,
Like I was gonna say,
economic
horrible.
profligacy, and government meddling.
Yeah.
It's
I was gonna say horrible
It's
recession
almost like
leading
we've
into a
learned
depression
nothing
like
from
the 30s.
former Vice President Joe Biden, who was also around then.
Scott, he was.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. I'm making a
Come on,
joke.
he's 200 years old.
Still can't say
Come
his
on, man.
Still can't say his ABCs.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm just going to spy on our paperwork a bit. What is it?
There seems to be mostly some petty theft cases and minor infractions on the Citadel. And Tayseri War.
You've put a didlo instead of dildo.
Thank you.
Making up detail.
Here we go.
The autocorrect, I'm sure, would have got it, but
You just have that in your autocorrect.
it is a word.
It was that one
Didn't
case.
say it was in my personal word list.
That explains a few things.
Do not judge me.
Everyone judges.
That is true.
You judge me all the time.
Yes.
Did you mostly right? Except about that one thing we discussed just earlier.
What about you being an idiot?
See, you admit it.
You should have said acting.
Maybe I should go to the lobby.
You do not need to go to the lobby. You have enough. Oh no, you've already actually eaten most of your salads.
Yeah, I haven't been eating a lot lately.
Well, that is quite common too. You, the movie previews take so long that you'll have finished your food before the movie has begun. Someone's nodding like they always finish their popcorn.
I don't finish it. But let's just say the first 10 minutes up, it's done. That's the large box.
What about your personal life? What's going on there?
My personal life.
You say that like you weren't expecting anyone to ever ask after it. Like everything's
Every
just
so
always
often,
business.
Tiala tries to catch up with me.
That's
I'm
got to be awkward as all hell.
I am still trying to make an effort to open up to the extended family.
Oh, so they all know.
Hmm?
So they know.
I do not believe all of them know yet, no.
13, 14.
Well, then you must be sister-in-law.
Father or Tiela's mother knows, I believe, but that is... I believe that is it.
Matriarch Ayala.
Yes.
Sorry, names, they do tend to get jumbled up in my head.
Understandable.
Here I am trying to provoke some kind of outrage. You're just slick back hair, head, and oven bits about it.
Most of your people end with Urias or us, something us.
Yeah. It's how you can tell us apart. Everyone's called Stevonius.
Brindius,
so-
Genanus,
It solves confusion.
Kinath. Kinathus.
Kinath.
I believe it would be Kinolith.
Kinath. Finally, it's beginning.
Bogus!
Oh, sorry!
It's traditional.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
The old curtain squeakies.
Squeaky.
Well, then that widescreen thing.
And now you all sit here while I watch John Wick in character.
And I riff as the sergeant.
Yes.
We did briefly discuss that, but it was a
Yeah.
little too late to set up.
Yeah.
Watching John Wick, yeah. No problem.
Oh, well, I will jump to somebody else for a little bit, and then we'll catch up with them partway into the movie.
Sure.